What do you do when a legend passes away too soon, leaving behind an unfinished story? Today, we're talking about the shocking and heartbreaking news of Lawrence, poetry, and Moten's passing. At just 53 years old, one of the greatest scorers in Syracuse basketball history is gone, leaving fans, family, and the entire sports world in disbelief. The news broke that Lawrence Moten was found dead in his Washington, D.C. home. He was only 53. Officials confirmed that no foul play was suspected, but the exact cause of death has not yet been revealed. For those who admired him, this sudden loss feels like a game that ended before the final buzzer, a life with so much more still to give. Moten's story began at Syracuse University back in 1991. From the moment he stepped on the court, it was clear he was special. He quickly rose to become the team star, and by the time he graduated in 1995, he had racked up an incredible 2,334 points. To this day, no one has broken that record. Within the Big East Conference, his 1,405 points also set a standard of excellence that lasted for decades. His smooth, effortless style of play earned him the nickname Poetry and Moten, and it wasn't hard to see why. He made the game look easy, almost like an art form. During his years at Syracuse, Moten helped lead the team to 3 NCAA tournament appearances and a Big East championship in 1992. Fans loved him, teammates respected him, and his coach, Jim Boeheim, often said Moten's talent was so graceful that people didn't always realize just how dominant he truly was. In 2018, Syracuse honored him by retiring his jersey number 21, ensuring his legacy would live on forever in the Orange program. After college, Moten set his sights on the NBA. In 1995, he was drafted by the Vancouver Grizzlies in the second round. He spent 2 seasons with the team before joining the Washington Wizards briefly in 1998. In total, he played 119 games in the NBA, averaging just over 6 points per game. While his time in the league wasn't as long as some expected, basketball was in his blood, and he wasn't ready to walk away. Moten went on to play in overseas leagues, including stints in Spain and Venezuela, and in other U.S. leagues as well. His professional career officially wrapped up in 2006, but that was far from the end of his basketball journey. He shifted his focus to coaching and youth development, giving back to the game by mentoring young athletes. In 2014, he coached the Rochester Razor Sharks to a premier basketball league championship, showing once again that his knowledge of the game was just as powerful as his playing ability. Most recently, he was working as a coach at Digital Pioneers Academy in Washington, D.C., helping to shape the next generation of boys and girls both on and off the court. But Moten was more than just an athlete or a coach. He was a family man. He was married to Nolene Moten, a fellow Syracuse graduate, and together they built a beautiful family with their 2 daughters, Laurencia and Leilani. His older daughter, Laurencia, followed in his footsteps into the sports world, becoming a TV host, sports anchor, and sideline reporter for Liberty University women's basketball. His younger daughter, Leilani, took a different path, working in the finance industry with J.P. Morgan Chase. Their mother, Nolene, dedicated her life to education, working as a school counselor. For Moten, his family was everything, and he often spoke proudly of their accomplishments. Financially, Moten earned over $600,000 in NBA salaries during his career, with his most lucrative season being in 1997 with the Washington Wizards, where he brought in over $300,000. Add in overseas contracts, coaching, and mentoring roles, and it's clear that while he may not have been among the wealthiest former athletes, he lived a respected and stable life centered around the game he loved and the family he cherished. The reaction to his passing has been one of shock and sadness. Coach Jim Boeheim said it was very hard to take, and described Moten's death as sudden and heartbreaking. Fans, teammates, and the entire Syracuse community are mourning the loss of a player who was more than just a scorer. He was an icon, a mentor, and a man who embodied what it means to live with passion for the game. At just 53, Lawrence Moten's story came to an end far too soon, but the legacy he leaves behind is larger than life. He will forever be remembered as Syracuse's all-time leading scorer, a record-setting athlete, and a mentor who poured himself into building up others. More than that, he will be remembered as a loving husband, a proud father, and a man whose life was filled with purpose both on and off the court. Lawrence Moten may be gone, but his name and his legacy will never be forgotten. His story is one of passion, perseverance, and impact, the kind of story that will continue to inspire for generations to come. If you found this story moving, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more stories that honor legends and uncover the lives behind the headlines. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite memory of Lawrence Moten's career?